Hi folks, this is Poogle from Rocket Realty. I wanted to bring the monthly market update for March 2020 for the North Texas market. So here we go. So what you're seeing on the screen are the numbers for North Texas, which covers a wide number of counties. So number one is the homes sold, 8,596 homes. That is a decrease of 3.9% when compared with last year. The second are the new listings. New listings are the supply of homes that people want to sell, 12,045, and that is down by 10.7%. The third number you're seeing in pink are the days it took to sell a home. That is 53 days, that is down 5.4%. The average sale price of a home in North Texas was $324,197. That is up by 3.6%. So the first two numbers are very interesting. When you look at the number of homes that got sold, it came down 4% when compared with last year. And the number of homes that hit the market also came down significantly, close to 10.7% when compared with last year. So I believe this is strongly associated with the COVID-19 scenario, where the buyers are saying, hey, let me see how things are working out, and they are staying away from the market. At the same time, the sellers are thinking, well, is now a good time for me to sell? Am I going to get the right price? I want things to sell down. Therefore, the number of homes hitting the market also came down. Now let's look at call-in counties. So I do a lot of business in 4 different counties. So let's start with call-in county. Primarily where I do business is Frisco, Prosper, McKinney, Allen, Plano, and Melissa and Salina, Texas. So when you look at call-in county, the number of homes that got sold was 1,224 homes. That is also down 4.2%. Okay. So the homes sold represents the demand for homes. The demand has come down. When you look at the number of new listings, which is supply of homes, it also came down 19%. When you look at the days on the market, it was 57 days, and it came down significantly by 20% when compared with March 2019. The average sale price of a home in Collin County also increased to 3.5%. So when you look at the supply of homes, which is as well as the demand of home, they both came down because the buyers are saying, I wanted to delay or I wanted to wait how things are looking. At the same time, when you look at the supply of homes, which are sellers, they're also saying, hey, I'm not going to put my home in the market, so I'm going to wait. Therefore, it was down significantly. However, the existing home and existing buyer moved very fast on the homes. Therefore, the homes took a shorter time to sell when compared with last year. Now I'm going to go to Dallas County, where I do business. In Dallas County, the areas that I do business is primarily in the area of Coppell, Irving, Carrollton, and Farmers Branch. Sorry, the map says Denton, but it is truly the numbers are Dallas County. So when you look at Dallas County, the number of homes got sold, which is the demand, is down 6.2%. When you look at the number of new homes that hit the market is also down 17% when compared with last year. Therefore, both buyers and sellers are on the sidelines. When you look at the time it took to sell a home increased by 2.3%. Therefore, in Dallas, people are not moving fast to buy a home. In terms of price appreciation, the price went up 6.6%. So that is a quick market summary for Dallas County. Now look at Tarrant County. And this is another area that I do business. Primarily, I do business in Keller, Haslett, Bedford, Colleyville, South Lake, all the areas that I do business. And let's go review the Tarrant County March 2020 statistics. When you look at Tarrant County, then the supply side, there is a decrease of 14.2%. when compared with last year. So the number of seller who decided not to sell their home came down significantly when compared with last year. When you look at the number of homes sold, which is the demand side, it also came down significantly, okay, 14.4%. But when you look at the days on the market, that also came down 6.7%, which means homes on the market in that area in Tarrant County moved super fast. But when you look at the average sale price when compared with last year, came down 2.2%. This is specifically in Tarrant County. Okay. Now, folks, as a professional, experienced real estate agent, I study the market not only at the North Texas level, but also in the whole of United States. I'm part of National Association of Realtors. There are 1.3 million members, and it is one of the largest trade organization in the United States of America. So our organization did a survey on March 16th or 17th for both buyers and sellers, and I wanted to share important results of the National Association of Realtors survey. So what you're seeing on the screen is the result of buyer impact at a national level. Now, the way in which the study was conducted is that they took a survey of 72,000 plus buyers in the market nationally. They took a survey on March 9th before the COVID scenario hit United States, because a lot of states and counties after March 15th, they imposed a lot of restrictions, and life as we know came to a standstill. So what you are seeing is three charts. Let me start in the bottom, which is March 9th, which is pre-COVID-19 scenario. And then the second two are the post-COVID-19 scenario. So what you see is the yellow and the green. Yellow is buyers are saying, hey, I don't have any change in my interest with respect to my decision to buy a home. Yellow means decreased, red means significantly decreased, and then you have this gray color which is kind of increased. Now, when you look at March 16th, for those areas which was affected, which was primarily at that time California and New York, you will see the red, all these numbers increase. For example, the interest of buyers to buy a home significantly decreased from 3% to 12%. Okay. If you look at another category, which is yellow, previously on March 9th, it was only 13%, but in the affected areas, the respondents said it was 41%. So 41% told, well, my interest to buy a home decreased. At the same time, people who said, hey, it doesn't matter, decreased from 78% to 41%. So COVID-19 had a significant impact on buyers' interest to buy. The top graph that you see is those areas at that time, March 16th, that were not affected. Okay, things like Texas, Colorado, at that time on 16th, it was not affected. The cases were not growing as rapidly as in New York and California. So you will also see the same numbers in terms of significant decrease. You will see an increase in the number here. You will also see an increase in the yellow, which is a lot of buyers are saying, hey, I'm not interested. My interest has come down, and you will see the result. Okay. So overall, the impact at a national level is many of the buyers have a decreased appetite or interest to buy a home. So they are on the sidelines, right? So that is what this is telling. Now let's take a look at the sellers. So this is again a same survey done by the sellers, 72,000 plus, conducted by National Association of Realtors. So they did a survey, one on March 9th and then one on March 16th in two different areas. Okay, so let's take a look at March 9th. Okay, so the red means sellers who have changed their perception to sell a home. Yellow is slightly decreased, no change. You have the gray, which is 2%. Okay, so they were hearing news about COVID in other parts of the world. It didn't hit the United States at that time, so there was no change. So they were going to go and execute their plan of putting their home in the market. But once on March 19th, New York and California, when the same respondent said, hey, well, my interest have decreased to put my home in the market. Okay, the red was 1% and then it got increased to 3%. And when you look at the yellow, it was 9% and then it increased to 29%. And this green also increased from 89 and it came down to 69%. So these are the areas in like New York and California which were initially affected. And for those non-affected areas like Texas and other areas like Colorado, you also have similar impact. So the sellers are saying, well, I'm going to wait and see of how the situation changes before I put my home on the market. So the seller side is the supply. The supply of homes have come down because they decide to stay in the home rather than putting their home on the market. Okay. So folks, you saw a lot of very interesting numbers where I shared information about North Texas market, then I shared information about Collin County, Dallas County, Denton County, and Tarrant County, and I also shared the buyer perspective and the seller perspective at a national level, right? The overall, this is a very critical month because the early part, 1/3, the COVID-19 was not hitting United States, but in the last 2/3, a lot of cities, counties, and states have put a lot of restrictions, and that had a huge impact on both the mentality of the buyers as well as the sellers. So if you have any questions on real estate, or if you're planning to sell or lease or manage property or buying a property, reach out to me, Poogle. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is tinyurl.com/watch Poogle, or like me on my Facebook, which is facebook.com/rocketrealtytx. So until I see you next time, have a great week and a great weekend.